Hello, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful, beautiful night here in Braden River. I'm Harry Leviso alongside Grant Allen for a big matchup, the biggest matchup of the week. Manatee, Braden River. They haven't played each other since 2012. Last year's game was postponed due to Hurricane Irma. But we're ready to kick it off here at Braden River. But once again, Harry Levis alongside Grant Allen. But the big story of the week, Grant, Knowledge McDaniels is back out on the field.
Yeah, great to have Knowledge back out on the field. One of our best playmakers in the wide receiver spot. He's been just raring to go all season, supporting the team, being there. Glad to see him get the opportunity to play tonight. We'll be watching him all night.
Now, Grant Knowledge had his appeal hearing yesterday afternoon, and the ruling came down. He will only serve in 3 non-district games, and we are still waiting if they will appeal the ruling or not. But anyway, Grant, it is good to have Knowledge back onto the field. What are you expecting from Knowledge tonight?
I'm expecting a big game from Knowledge tonight. He's been very hungry to get on the field, and I know it's been hurting him to not be out there with his boys. So I expect a big performance from Knowledge tonight, as I do for a lot of the Pirates.
And once again, we have a big running back matchup for this game. Number 6 for Braden River. Brian Batty coming off a very impressive game against Clearwater, but also we have the big running back from Manatee, Napoleon Harris. Grant?
Yeah, Napoleon Harris, so far in the season, has 15 attempts for 144 yards. Good for an exceptional 9.6 yards per carry and along a 96 yards. So the Pirate defense is going to be on their heels. Even the safety is going to be peeking back into the run.
Well, Grant, this is going to be an exciting game. We're going to have a good running back battle. We're going to have a good quarterback battle. Let's face it, we're going to have a good battle on the field tonight, Grant. Once again, Harry Livius alongside Grant Allen. Game time will be in about 13 minutes, so sit tight. We're going to be playing some football very, very soon here at Braden River.
Oh, you got a seat for me?
Braden River Pirates come storming out onto the field. The Manatee Hurricanes have already showed up once again. Harry Leviso alongside Grant Allen. Grant, this is the matchup of the week. Braden River, Manatee. The coin toss comes out. A big standing ovation for the captain for the Braden River Pirate, Knowledge McDaniels, being honored at the coin toss. Grant, this is going to be an emotional game for Knowledge and for the Braden River family.
Yes, the Braden River family is ecstatic to have Knowledge back, and Knowledge is happy to be back. Knowledge has been through some rough things, and it's good to see him back out where he should be, playing football.
Yes, and once again, we are excited for tonight's matchup. And once again, once we get updates from other scores around the Sun Coast, we will let you know. But once again, we're ready for kickoff here. Braden River looks like has deferred to this, has won the kick and will receive. Manatee will kick it off. In going out deep for Braden River, number 5, Clyde Townsend, and number 23, Norman Kurtz. Once again, Grant, tell us about who's injured and who's out tonight.
Yeah, and unfortunately, number 1, Davion Wortham, the senior wide receiver, is out tonight. And number 4, Cameron White, the running back / wide receiver / free safety, is also out tonight with a concussion. We hope to see them all back next week. But we are going to be missing them for tonight, as looks like rain has begun to fall on the field, Harrison.
Well, Grant, when we got here, it was a little rainy today, but the Braden River faithful has come out. And we are almost ready for kickoff here at Braden River. Waiting on the official, on the whistle. Still waiting for the clock.
And their kicker is number 13, Nicholas Bigelow. He looks just about ready to kick this one off from the 40.
Waiting for the official clock, and the clock has been corrected. The crowd's getting into it. Kicker lines up, and here he comes. Home season has come to Braden River. It looks like Clyde Townsend's going to take it, and he's going to take it out. Gets to the 20, comes back, and the Manatee special teams is there to stop him at about the 30. And that's where the Braden River offense will come take the field. Grant, what are you expecting from the Braden River offense tonight?
Well, if I had to venture, I would expect this first play to go to Knowledge, definitely for sure. Like we said, he's been through a lot, and everyone's happy to have him back, and I think they will probably reward him with either some type of bubble screen or some type of route, some type of play designed for him. Coach Sanders definitely knows how to get Knowledge the football, as he did all last season.
All right, once again, the Braden River offense led by senior quarterback number 8, Brian Gagg. Knowledge McDaniels moves out to left side, isolated. And once again, Brian Batty in the backfield with him. Here's the snap, gives it to Brian. Brian heads up the middle and looks like he will gain maybe 2 yards. But that Manatee defense, they came up clutch against Palmetto last week, beating them 29-20. Grant, this is a fierce Manatee defense.
Yeah, Manatee got the win last week against Palmetto, moving their record to 1-1, same as Braden River. And we're going to be seeing who's going to be going over 500 tonight and who's going to be moving to under it.
2nd and 9 now for the Pirates. Here's the snap by Gag. Keeps it himself. Looking for Knowledge, and it looks like it just slipped right out of Knowledge's hands. We'll bring up a 3rd down for the Pirates.
Yeah, and that's a drop from Knowledge, something very rare that we don't see. And you got to kind of accept it. It's definitely emotional out there for Knowledge right now. He was trying to run with it and make a big play, just didn't look at it. He'll be
once again, this is Knowledge's first regular season game, Grant. So he's gonna, just get the bugs out and just come out fresh.
Yeah, Knowledge is a very emotional guy. Oh, we got him on a jump.
And looks
and
like
there's
the
the
flag's
flag.
going to come out, and Braden River's going to get that free 5 yards.
And we saw the use of the hard count from Gag last week. Draw Clearwater offsides multiple times, and that's the first one of the night tonight.
Once again, false start there on the Hurricanes. Offsides on the Hurricanes. That will give Braden River a free 5 yards. Will still be third down for the Pirates. 3rd and 4 now.
And we got 2 wide receivers, 2 Gags left on the far side of the field, and
Here's
Batty
the
in the
snap.
backfield.
He pitches it to Brian Batty. Brian Batty has the first down across the 40. That will be a Braden River first down.
Yeah, nice little play designed up there by Coach Sanders. A toss play on 3rd and 4, normally pretty ineffective. A good pitch, get Brian to the outside, give him some room, and he could do some damage, as we saw right there.
All right, folks, that will bring up a first down for the Pirates.
Someone else's return, who we haven't mentioned tonight, Harry, is Coach Bradley.
Coach Bradley back on the sideline once again for Braden. Here's a snap by Gag.
Ooh,
We'll take
good
it to
move.
Brian Batty, and he will hammer out for a gain of 1. Once again, yeah, Coach Bradley will be making his first appearance on the sideline for the Pirates now.
Yeah, good to have Coach Bradley back, one of the best coaches in Manatee County. I'm sure the whole entire Pirate team will be happy to have him on the sideline and have their leader out there.
And once again, Coach Sanders back on the sidelines also. So the entire coaching staff intact for tonight's game against Manatee. Once again, folks, to 2nd and 9 now for the Pirates.
Oh, we
and
got
it looks like he got him. Oh, looks like
Like I said,
Brian thought he got him, but the referee said no, he did not. And that will still bring up a 2nd and 9. Ready for the snap. Here's the snap. Gives it to Brian Batty. Heads up the middle. Has some running room, and he will be brought down just short of the first down line. We'll bring up a 3rd and short now for the Pirates.
Yeah, a good patient run there by Brian Batty. Just a few little simple cuts. Got him right by 2 Manatee defenders and allowed him to pick up a 9-yard gain on what could have been a 1-yard loss.
That will bring up 3rd and 1 now for the Pirates.
And here we go with a little bit of a bunch set here for Braden River.
Here's a snap by Gab. Gives it to Brian Batty, and he heads up the middle for the first down. Big tackle there by the defensive lineman for Manatee.
Yeah, that was a big hit laid on there by the Hurricane defender. Couldn't quite see who that one was, but Batty made a nice little move to push his old lineman kind of out of his way, and he was met with authority.
Once again, that will bring up a 4th down for the Pirates. Looked like they didn't get it. So Braden River offense going to stay on the field at the 50.
Yeah, this is a big play early in this game. See if Braden River can convert.
All right, here we go. 4th and 1 for the Pirates. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's ready for the snap. Here's the snap. Gives it to Brian Batty. Heads up the middle. Has some running room, and he will be taken down for a big gain there for Brian Batty. Will give the Pirates a first down.
Ryan Batty just exploded through that hole. A great job by the Pirate line up front. Making a big hole for Brian Batty, and he knows what to do with it, Harry.
And that will give a Braden River first down for the Pirates, putting them for the first time tonight in Manatee territory, just outside of the red zone. 1st and 10 now for the Pirates.
And another audible here from Coach Sanders.
Adjusting the play now for Gag. Ready for the snap. Here's the snap by Gag. Keeps it himself.
He's looking for Knowledge.
Looking for Knowledge down the field. Has him open and holds it in for Braden River touchdown. Big reception by Knowledge McDaniels. The fans here at Braden River are going insane.
That's a great play and a great throw by Brian Gag. And, of course, a great catch by Knowledge McDaniel. Glad to see him getting involved here on that first drive and scoring this one into the end zone.
What a play by Knowledge McDaniels to get open, Grant, and put 6 points on the board for the Pirates.
Yeah, that was just simply Gag taking a chance, saying, I got a better playmaker than you. And indeed he did on that play, and Gag delivered a beautiful little touch pass.
Lining up now for the extra point by junior, number 16, Brett Toma. And
it's
lines
blocked.
It up, and then it's blocked. Manatee recovers, and it is no point. Braden River comes away with only 6 points. Here at Braden River with 8 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Braden River leads 6-0. Braden River gets on the board early, 6-0, but the extra point was blocked by Manatee Special Teams. Lining up now for the kickoff now, Brett Toma rearranging his special teams, and they are good kick by Brett Toma. Looks like he'll lay it down to the Manatee receiver, and he will take it out. And he is still on his feet, goes on the sideline,
Wow.
Still on his feet, heading at the 20, the 40, still on his feet, and he'll be brought down inside Braden River territory at about the 39-yard line.
Wow, great return by one of the Hurricanes there. Couldn't quite see who it was, but it did not look like he had much running room at all, and he was able to turn that into a big return inside the Pirate 40-yard line. So that's going to be good field position to start off for the Manatee Hurricanes.
All right, folks, that will put Manatee's first drive led by number 6 for Manatee. Anthony Squitieri for the Hurricanes. Squitieri lines up with the running back horse for Manatee, Napoleon Harris. Here's a snap by Quitty. He gives it to one of his receivers, and he will be a gain of probably 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, good tackle there by senior linebacker Jackson Dietz, number 33. Just a short little hitch route there.
Gives it to number 10, Iron Jackson.
So yeah, a second and manageable now here for the Hurricanes. Looks to be about 3 yards, and they're going to come out in the shotgun.
Squitieri ready for it, has Napoleon in the backfield, ready for the snap, gives it to Harris. Harris heads up the middle, will get the Manatee first down.
Yeah, and a solid run there by Harris.
Now Harris, he had a solid game against Palmetto, Grant, having a great game against Palmetto last week.
Yeah, so far in the season, Harris had some very impressive numbers. Over 9.6 yards per carry, and but the average is about 6 or 7 in high school, so he is well over 2 yards above that so far. He's having an impressive season. We'll see.
Squitieri keeps it himself. Here comes the Braden River defense. Heaves it down the field, almost intercepted by number 18 for Braden River, Dylan Goodman.
Yeah, Dylan Goodman coming from a safety spot and able to knock that one down. A good play there on the back end by the Braden River defense, and that's going to bring up second down for Manatee.
Squitieri lined up now on a 2nd and 10 with Harris in the backfield.
And he's got 2 wide receivers on each side of him with Harris in the backfield. And now we got a motion, jet sweep.
Here's a snap. It looks like Squitieri's going to take it himself.
Oh, good move.
Still on its feet. Brought down by number 13 for Braden River, John Lugos.
Yeah, John Lugo with a nice tackle there. That's a good old-fashioned inverted veer play. That's a college read option, and we got a player down.
Looks like a Manatee Hurricane down now on the field at about the 35. We're going to take a quick timeout here. Braden River leads with 6-0 with 7 minutes left in the first quarter.
Okay, the Hurricane offense back out onto the field after the injury. We hope everything is okay with him.
On a 3rd and 5 now, Squitieri now lines up by himself in the backfield. It looks like
we got a timeout.
Manatee's going to take a timeout. They weren't happy with the arrangement at all. And we are going to take a quick timeout here with 6 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Braden River leads 6-0. Coming out of the timeout now. Manatee lines up now with Harris now in the backfield with Squitieri. Fans getting into it now on this big third down. Here's the snap by Quinteri. Nelson Harris will take it up and looks like he will get a first down for the Hurricanes. We'll move the chains now.
Yeah, looked like he dragged number 9 Jesse Joseph on that one. The senior linebacker drove him up for about 2 yards, and that was more than enough to get the first down on that third down run. And now Manatee moves inside the red zone at about the 18.5-yard line.
First down. Once again, Squitieri has Napoleon Harris in the backfield with him. Ready for the snap. Braden River defense looks like they're blitzing. Looks like they're going to pass out to number 1 from Manatee. Still on his feet and will be brought down. It just short of the goal line, about the 5-yard line. Throws it to number 6. Number 1, Kerryon Fordham.
Yeah, Keon Fordham, a good play on that little bubble screen there. Just flanked out to the right. Solid on-time throw. He was allowed to catch and run with it, and he dragged a few defenders for a good gain. And Manatee looks poised to tie this game or maybe even take the lead.
All right, here they come. First and goal now for the Hurricanes. Here's the snap by Squitieri and gives it to Napoleon Harris. Heads up the middle, but the Braden River defense is there to stop him.
Yeah, a little inside zone there from the Hurricanes. Unsuccessful there, only gained about a couple inches. But here they go now, a second and goal from the 4.
Second and goal now from the 4-yard line. Squitieri putting together a nice drive here for the Hurricanes. All right, Squitieri lining up with Napoleon Harris in the backfield, ready for the snap. Here's the snap by Squitieri. Gives it to Napoleon Harris, and he will walk right in there for a touchdown for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think that one was a very easy call there for Manatee. A good run there from Harris.
And Manatee will put 6 points up on the board to even the score out for the Hurricanes, pending the extra point.
And with this extra point, and we got an awkward formation line up here for Manatee. Okay, now they switch back to a normal formation.
Line up now for the extra point. Braden River trying to block it to keep the score at 6. Ready for the snap. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Manatee takes the lead 7-6 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Manatee comes storming back to take the lead 7-6 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Manatee ready to line up now for the kickoff. Once again out deep, Clyde Townsend and Person he will sail right into the end zone for a touchback. Braden River will start their drive at the 25, led by senior quarterback Brian Gagg. And first game back now for Knowledge McDaniels.
Pirate offense coming out onto the field now after the Knowledge McDaniel touchdown on the first series. We'll see what they can do on this one. The Hurricanes come out in the base defense. And the handoff to Batty. Batty going to the left side. He's got some room. A stiff arm.
And we'll gain 5 yards on the play. We'll still bring up second down now for the Pirates.
A great run by Brian Batty there. Just a little halfback sweep play out to the far side of the field from our view in the press box as the rain is really coming down.
2nd and 5 now for Braden River. Brian Gagg still leading his offense after the touchdown by Knowledge McDaniel.
And they got him jumping again.
And
there's a flag.
Another offsides now for Manatee. That's going to give Braden River another free 5 yards and possibly a first down, Grant.
Yeah, it's going to be awful close to see whether that's going to be a first. And indeed it will.
That will move the chain now for the Pirates. Give them a free first down.
Yeah, Braden River's had a lot of success with the hard counts in the last few games. And that's carried into this one so far tonight. The second one of the night.
1st and 10 now for the Pirates. Gagg trying to do another hard count. Manatee's been getting real itchy at that hard count from Gagg. And here he comes. Gagg now has his call ready for it. Has Brian Batty in the backfield. Here's a snap. Gives it to Brian Batty. Flag comes out immediately. Brian has some open room. Still on his feet. Recovers around the sideline. He'll be run out at about the 50. But there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it came right away. It'll be interesting to see what this one is. Could possibly. Yeah, we got an illegal shift on Braden River. Then that's going to put him back for a 1st and 15 now.
They get it, and then they get taken away. But still a first down, Grant.
Yeah, first down. You definitely don't want 1st and 15, but a lot better than 2nd or 3rd and 15.
Now, Grant, to 1st and 15, what kind of call would you see Coach Sanders making at a 1st and 15?
1st and 15, some coaches like to go conservative. Some coaches like to take a shot. Will be interesting to see here. I would maybe go with the bubble screen, Knowledge or Clyde, or maybe even Brian. Screens to the outside are a pretty popular play here in high school football, but they are fairly effective.
All right, folks, here it is. Brian Gagg ready for it. Here's the snap. Keeps it himself. Looking for Clyde Townsend. Has him wide open, and he is still on its feet. And he will be brought down by that bad Manatee defense and will be just short of the first down line. Will be a 2nd and about 3 now for the Pirates.
Yeah, great play call there from Coach Sanders. Just a good old-fashioned curl route, and Gagg with a great time throw right as Clyde turned around, and he was ready to catch it and run with it and gain a few more yards, and Braden River's inching closer to a first down.
All right, that will be 2nd and 2 now for the Pirates. Gagg ready for it. Here's a snap. Gives it to Brian. Blitz coming from Manatee, but they have nothing to do, and Brian will be taken down at the 50. Great run there by Brian Batty.
Yeah, Brian again just able to get to the outside. The Braden River offensive line has been doing a great job so far tonight. The Hurricanes defensive line has not been able to get through any blocks so far tonight. And that's allowed for some very solid rushing lanes for Brian to run through, and he is taking advantage of those.
First down now for the Pirates. We'll put them at the 50.
And here we go with the trips formation to the left.
Ready for the snap. And a flag immediately. Looks like Braden River jumped, and that will back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, that's got a false start there. So yeah, that's going to bring them back to 1st and 15 as they were in the last series. We'll see if they can maybe run a curl route again and get 12 yards.
That will bring up a 1st and 15 again, like Grant has stated. Ready for the snap. Braden River offense comes to the line.
And again with the trips formation to the left, they must have really liked this play because I don't think they changed it.
Here's the snap, gives it to Brian Batty, but the blitz by Manatee, number 99, came in. Ryan Ives. Brian Batty had nothing.
Yeah, I don't think Brian's going to be getting away from big number 99. Ryan Ives, a 6'5", 265-pound junior.
And that's going to back Braden River up 1.5 miles now on a 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a big hole for Braden River.
They got to get to the 40 for a first down.
Yeah, the other 40. They're on their own 43 about right now. And so, yeah, a second and very long. And here they go again.
Ready for the snap. Gag keeps it. Heaves it out.
Oh,
Knowledge
intercepted.
by number 4, Brandon Shannon.
Yeah, Brandon Shannon just playing zone defense. He was right under the read that Gag had.
He was going for Knowledge, but just had to get a little higher on the ball. Right?
Yeah, just got to get a little bit more lift on it. I really don't think Gag even saw him. He was hiding under. Sometimes players, especially linebackers like that, hide kind of behind the line when they're in their crouch stance.
And this is going to be Brian Gagg's first turnover, first interception of the year.
Yeah.
Will put Manatee at good field position at about their own 44. And here comes Squitieri back to lead the Manatee offense.
And here we go in the pistol for Squitieri.
Here's a Squitieri, gives it to Napoleon, heads right up the middle, but the Braden River defense is there to stop him. Big.
Yeah, good.
Number 99 came in there. Jack Ward came in.
Yeah, Jack Ward with a nice stop there, able to get off his block, coming from his defensive tackle spot.
Here comes Manatee offense. Squitieri on the line. Has Napoleon Harris in the backfield. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 on the right. Ready for the snap.
And
Gives it to Harris. Harris is up and taken down by big number 20, Taylor Pawlikowski.
Taylor Pawlikowski with a great tackle coming out to the edge. He dragged that blocker for a long way, finally able to get away from him and get his arms right around the legs of Harris. And he was not letting go of that leg. A good tackle there.
Big loss of gain there for the Pirates. For the Manatee Hurricanes. Sorry about that. We'll bring up a 3rd and 13 now.
This could be a big stop here for Braden River if they're able to get the Hurricanes off the field after that turnover.
Here's a snap by Squitieri. Keeps it himself. Looking for number 21 now.
He's going to be short
Miller.
First.
It looks like he's going to be just short. That referee's coming up, and we're going to have to wait on the spot here. It looks like they're going to give him the first down, Grant.
Oh, wow. I did not think he got there, but the refs disagreed. So that's a big 3rd down conversion there by the Hurricanes.
That's going to get
a turnover. They're going to have a chance to capitalize off of it and put some points on the board as they now move into Braden River territory.
Manatee's going to get that first down, put them in Braden River territory at about the 46. Here's the snap by Squitieri. Rolls to his right. Throws on the run, and he has his man. Incomplete. Great heads up there by number 17 for Braden River.
Yeah,
Quinn McNulty.
Yeah, Quinn McNulty with a good hit, able to make him wobble it, and we're going to hold on this penalty here. It was thrown fairly early, and we're going to see what the refs are going to call here.
Discussing it now.
And we got a holding on Manatee.
That will back Manatee up 10 yards.
We've had a lot of first and long and second and long so far, Harry. Not too many teams staying on schedule with the downs.
You're gonna have to throw the ball on 3rd and longs, Grant.
Yeah, 3rd and long. I think it's gonna be first and long here. So 1st and 20, maybe.
Second and a mile now for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Dylan Goodman, number 18, back as the deep safety for Braden River. And here we go with trips to the right. Now for Squitieri.
Squitieri ready for it. Keeps it himself. Looking for a receiver downfield. Has number 1 in Ober. Has number 1 Keon Forham and throws over his head. We'll bring up a 3rd and long now for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it looked like just a post pattern in there ran by Fordham, but not a very good throw there from Squitieri, way over his head, and actually not even really on his route at all. So maybe a little miscommunication there from Squitieri and Fordham.
That will bring up a 3rd and let's just say a mile and a half. Grant.
You like saying a mile and a half.
I like saying a mile and a half because we've seen it a lot tonight, Grant.
Yeah, we like to alternate mile and a half, mile, country mile.
All right, third and a country mile now for the Hurricanes.
Third and whatever kind of mile you want to call it.
That's a good, I would say that.
All right, another trip set here for Manatee, this time to Squateri's left. And the Braden River defense will be once again looking for a stop.
Here's a snap by Squateri, keeps to himself. The blitz by Braden River.
Screen.
Will throw it to number 2, Harris. Harris on his feet, has some running room, and he'll be taken down at the 40, just short of the first down.
Yeah, great tackle there by Dylan Goodman. How he was the last line of defense. Looked like number 22, Tyler Navis, had a shot on him in the backfield on that screen, but he was able to maneuver his way around that tackle. But like I said, a great tackle for Dylan Goodman, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Harris is gone.
Grant, looks like the Manatee offense is going to stay on the field now for a third down.
Yeah.
Here's the snap by Squateri, has his
got him.
man, and looks like he will be
Ooh, a good tackle, but he's going to get it.
He's going to get the first down. Great heads-up play there by the Manatee receiver to throw the ball over the line, Grant.
Yeah, looked like a good tackle there by one of the Braden River corners, but he kind of threw him and tried to spin him down, and that's what allowed him to reach forward with the ball to try and get a first down. And that's going to move Manatee further into Braden River territory, now at about the 35.
All right, Manatee has a fresh new set of downs. Squateri ready for it, has Harris in the backfield. Here's the snap by Squateri, keeps it himself, looking for Keon Wortham, and he'll be taken down by number 13, John Lugos. Great play there by John Lugos.
Yeah, John Lugo coming off 2 impressive games so far to start off the season, and a great tackle there. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here at our first home game of the season.
Braden River trails Manatee 7-6. Welcome back to Braden River, folks. Harry Lavisa alongside Grant Allen. Second quarter coming down now for the Pirates. Manatee leads 7-6. Braden River offense. And the Manatee offense comes back onto the field in Braden River territory, just shy of the red zone. Second and about 7 now for the Hurricanes.
All right, another trip set here for Manatee.
Here's a snap by Squateri, has Fordham, and he is still on his feet, and he will walk right into the end zone for another Manatee touchdown.
Wow, good show of strength there from Fordham, breaking off of 2 tackles, and that's going to bring Manatee to a touchdown lead as of right now, pending the extra point. So the Hurricanes are able to capitalize off the gag interception, his first of the season, and their kicker, number 13, Nicholas Bigelow, will try and give them an 8-point advantage.
Bigelow lines up now for the kickoff. All right, lines it up. Ready for the snap. Braden River special team comes down, almost blocked there by the Pirates. Number 17 for the Pirates, Quinn McNulty, came around, almost got a hand on it, but kick heads through the uprights. Manatee leads 14-6 on the Pirates. Manatee came out firing now in the first 2 quarters. Put 2 touchdowns on the board now for the Pirates. On the Pirates. Hurricanes line up now to kick it off once again.
It looks like Axel Leprevost on the kickoff, and he is ready. And there it goes, a deep kick.
Another booming kick, and that's going to fly into the end zone for another touchback. And the Pirates will start their drive at the 25. Now, Grant, what are you expecting on this Brian Gagnow? He threw his first interception of the year so far. What are you expecting on him now and just drive?
Yeah, I expect him to try and bounce back. Probably get Knowledge McDaniel involved again. We saw that success on the first drive with the touchdown catch. But, yeah, probably also they might be a little conservative and hand it off to Batty after that interception. Just looked like a misread there from Gag. And hopefully he can not give the ball to the Hurricanes on this one.
All right, Brian Gag has got onto the field after throwing the interception. Ready for the snap, has Brian Batty in the backfield. Here's the snap, gives it to Batty. Batty,
oh, good
breaks
move.
left, has some open room at the 40 and will be tossed out at the 45, but will gain a first down for the Pirates.
Yeah, what a reversal of the field by Batty. And there was no one on that side of the field. Man,
oh, Barry Sanders-esque there, Grant.
Yeah, how would you know about Barry Sanders?
He's a fantastic Detroit Lion.
Yeah, one of the few.
All right, folks, that will bring up a first down now for the Pirates at the 45.
That's a big drive here for Braden River to see if they can try and answer back, and you got to imagine they'll be going for 2 if indeed they get this one into the end zone.
Here's the snap by Gag, keeps it himself, looking for Knowledge, wide open, has
move.
Some running room, and he will be still on his feet, and he will be brought down at the 30-yard line. Great play there by Knowledge McDaniel.
Yeah, Knowledge was just kind of standing there off the hitch route, 5 yards down the field, waiting for Gag to throw it to him, and he finally did. Made one guy miss. And
crowd getting into it after the about 20-yard reception there by Knowledge.
Yeah, a big play by Knowledge. Good to see. And Knowledge is already making a major impact in this game, in his first game back.
All right, gives the Pirates a fresh new set of downs now at about the 32. Ready for the snap out of
got him jumped again.
No flag. It looked like Manatee jumped, but the referee said no. Here's the snap by Gag. Roll pitch. Pitches to Batty. Still on his feet.
Oh, good starter.
Down.
My.
And it looks like number 3 just picked him up.
Yeah, Gian Buchanan, the senior corner, just lifted up Batty on that one, but an amazing juke move there by Batty. We've seen that from all season, and Batty looks to be limping a little bit. Looks like he's going to stay in the game, or maybe, it looks like coaching staff is looking at that limp and asking if he's all right. But yeah, he's a tough kid. He's going to stay in there.
It looks like the Pirates are going to start another second and 4 now. Here's the snap by Gag. Keeps it. Looks for Knowledge. Knowledge has it. And looks like shoot move. Has some running room. And he will be in for a Braden River touchdown. A little late hit there at the end.
Yeah.
But Braden River comes up strong with 2 touchdowns, both by Knowledge.
Yeah, Knowledge taking this bubble screen this time. Had a little celebration with Gag on the sideline there. And a great catch and run there by Knowledge McDaniel. It didn't look like he had much running room there, Harrison. 2 defenders within 2 to 3 yards of him as he caught the ball. He was able to split them both almost like a split in the double team in the basketball you got there. But regardless, a great run after the catch by Knowledge. And looks like Braden's going to elect to kick the extra point here instead of go for 2. Okay, a little bit of surprise, but it is early in the game.
Braden River lines up junior kicker Brett Toma. If you all saw Friday on the commercial, I had a nice interview with Brett Toma. It looks like a flag comes now. Looks like maybe roughing the kicker.
Yeah, I would hope so. Brett he got reefed on that one for looked like no reason.
All right, we're going to see what the official call is. The extra point is good, and looks like it's
going to be a personal foul, and that's going to be enforced on the kickoff. So Braden River will be kicking from probably about the 45, maybe the 50.
But Braden River
Yeah,
gets
indeed,
six.
the 45-yard line from Manatee they will be kicking from.
But Braden River gets 6 more points up on the board. Still one back of Manatee, 13-14, with 10 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's the kickoff by Brett Toma. We'll fly it down to the Manatee defender waiting on about the 5. And here comes the Braden River special teams. And he will be brought down at about the 20. Still fighting for it.
All right, finally they're going to whistle it dead. I was wondering, had the entire offense, Braden River special teams and the Manatee special teams on the huddle there. Took them a little bit to blow that one dead, but they were able to.
Now Squitieri, he comes back out on the lead the offense now for the Hurricanes. The penalty is now being enforced, and they will be placed at the 20. Squitieri now has 2 successful drives for the Hurricanes. Squitieri ready for it. Gives it to Harris. Harris has some running room, and not really. He'll be brought down by the big Braden River defense. Number 3, Noah Font on the tackle.
Actually looked like Andrew Boise on the tackle there. Coming from the opposite defensive end spot of where that run was going.
We'll bring up a second down now for the Pirates, for the Hurricanes. Here's the snap by Squitieri, keeps it himself. Here comes Jesse Josephs, gets away from Josephs, still on its feet.
Oh, he ran to his
he
lineman.
will be brought down for maybe a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, a little bit of Mark Sanchez there. And indeed, of course, Squitieri would be wearing number 6 in honor of the great Mark Sanchez. If only there was a butt fumble on that one. We would have been going crazy like we were last week with Brian's catch that made USA Today and overtime.
We were very proud of Brian Batty and for making that.
An insane catch for sure, as you could tell by our reaction.
Unbelievable
last week.
catch, it was. All right. Squitieri lines up now. Here's a snap. We will throw it to
Oh, he dropped it.
intended for Keon Forham.
Yeah, Fordham, again, just the case of trying to do too much, trying to run with it before he catches it.
And that will bring up a 4th down now for the Hurricanes. It looks like they're going to bring on the punt team now for the first time tonight.
Yeah, great 3-and-out stop there by the Braden River defense. And now they're going to have a chance to take the lead.
Number 11 now, Robbie Gerker, lining up deep for the Pirates.
Yeah, we've heard from Robbie. He was looking forward to his first punt return of the year. He's had all fair catches so far this season, so it'll be interesting to see if this one, and a high snap.
High snap there, and the punt gets away, and it looks like it's going to be a low.
And another fair catch.
Fair catch there by Robbie. It was an okay punt.
Yeah, it looked like it could be almost disaster there, but Fordham was able to make a nice recovery catch, put that one down, and get that one up into the air.
And that will bring Braden River in good field position now at about the 44-yard line. We'll give Brian Gagg and the offense some good field position now. Maybe to try to get another touchdown into the end zone before time expires in the second quarter. Once again, Gagg heads back onto the field. Brian Batty with him in the backfield. Knowledge isolated on the side. Ready for the snap. Gives it to Brian Batty. Here comes the Manatee defense.
Oh, good God.
Brian Batty just pivots right through that defense for a first down for the Pirates.
Yeah, that's bad. That's Batty's go-to. You better not stay in one place, because if you are anywhere near Batty, he's going to cut to the open field. You better be prepared to move. He's not going to run into you. He's going to run right around you.
And that will bring up Another Braden River first down at the 44 into Manatee territory.
And the rain is still falling here at Braden River, as we've been experiencing lots of weather here in the area.
Yes, we just dodged Hurricane Tropical Storm Gordon, which hit the Gulf Coast. It looks like Brian's going to take it himself, and it looks like a little late hit there. But Brian's going to get up and say, "Give me that first down."
Yeah, this looked like a little bit of a late slide there from Brian. The defender looked like he was trying to make a play. Didn't look like no harm, no foul there.
It looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. We'll bring up a 2nd and 1 now for Brian.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell if that was a design quarterback draw or if Gag just freelanced that one, but regardless, it's a good gain on first down.
All right, here's the snap by Gag. Gives it to Brian Batty. Has that first down easily and will come across at the 34. Another first down now for the Pirates. Now Brian Batty, he's having to chat with the, it looks like he didn't want to leave the field. Looks like he'll be subbed out for number 21 for the Pirates, Marquise Fed.
Yeah, Maurice Fed coming in there. Yeah, it looked like Brian was limping. I mentioned a couple plays ago, and here we go with a timeout now. And that one's going to be, called by Braden River. So with 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second quarter, Braden River is down by 1.
Coming out of the timeout now, Braden River 14, Manatee 13. 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Brian Gag lines up now behind his offense.
And we got Knowledge McDaniel isolated number 5. Malik
Here's
Claremont
the
on the
snap,
left side. He's got
fakes it,
Knowledge open.
And has it. But
Oh,
Brian's
he couldn't
going to
throw it
run
to
it and has
good
some
run.
open room. He is heading like a train to the station and flies in there now for it at about the 10-yard line. We'll put Braden River in the red zone.
Yeah, good run there from Gag. It looked like he had Knowledge open. He had his defender beat, but it looked like the pressure was just a little bit too much for him. Didn't feel comfortable releasing that one, but regardless, a great run scramble there by Brian Gag.
1st and 10 now for the Pirates. Pitches it to Brian Batty.
Oh, good block
Has
from
some
Knowledge.
running room, and he'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Knowledge is talking to Coach. Coach Montgomery down there on the sidelines.
New defensive coordinator for the Pirates, his first year. Once again, if we're talking about the coach, we got to talk about our two favorites. Coach Bowling and Coach Lacey down on the sidelines. We're going to be having interviews in school soon with them too. And once again, the snap by Brian Batty. And he walks it right into the end zone for a Braden River touchdown.
Yeah.
Braden River regains the lead over the Hurricanes.
Yeah, untouched into the end zone for Brian Batty. And another impressive run, adding to his already incredible touchdown total for the season.
Now, those are the kind of touchdown the coaching staff likes to see, Grant.
Yeah, that's just the play executed to perfection there. Great blocking by some of the wide receivers and, of course, the offensive line. And that allowed Brian to literally walk into the end zone.
And once again, Brett Toma lines up now for the extra point. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Braden River takes the lead over the Hurricanes. with 6 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter.
Stand over here. He got bright ass red and blue on his shirt.
And Manatee comes down and will take it. Number 2, Harris still on his feet, and he will be brought down at the 45 by Jesse Josephs. Another great return there by Harris.
Yeah, Harris had to be physically dragged down by the collar of his jersey there by Jesse Josephs.
Scoring update across the area. Sarasota leads over Booker 7-6 in the first quarter. Riverview leads over Palmetto 14-7 also in the first quarter. Bayshore leads Land Coast 7-0. And Venice and Charlotte are 0-0 after still in the first quarter. We will give you updates once again at halftime at scores around the Suncoast. But once again, we head back to the game of the week. Braden River, Manatee.
Now Manatee will be looking to respond after trailing to now the second time in this game.
Here's a snap by Squitieri. Here comes the blitz by Braden River. Throws it incomplete. No receiver in the area, Grant.
Yeah, literally not sure who he was throwing it to, but second down regardless. Enough.
Once again, here comes the 2nd and 10 now for the Hurricanes. Squitieri. Here's the snap by Squitieri.
Oh, pump fake.
Pump fake. We'll throw it out to number 24 for the Hurricanes.
A good tackle there by Jackson Dietz.
Tariq Allen with the reception. And that will give Manatee a 3rd and short in Braden River territory.
Yeah, good tackle by Jackson Dietz there, the senior linebacker. Second tackle of the night there for Dietz, and here we go with another bunch set here on the right for Manatee.
3rd and short now for the Hurricanes. Here's the snap by Squitieri. Here comes the blitz by the Pirates. Heaves it down the field for number 1, Fordham, and it will be incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there by number 13, John Lugo. He's been a very stout corner for the Pirates all season long, and that has continued here tonight. And here, looks like the Hurricanes offense will be going for it.
They're going to go for it on a 4th and 1. Fans getting into it now on this 4th and 1. Hurricane fans are getting into it on their sideline. Here we go. Quinteri ready for the snap. Keeps it for himself. Heaves it down the field. And looks like it will be caught from Wortham for a Manatee touchdown.
Yeah, Fordham, just a little slot seam route right up the side, and on 4th and 1, there was no deep safety there for the Pirates. And a good throw and catch there for 4th down on.
And that will line up the Hurricanes once again for an extra point to regain the lead over the Pirates.
So this game has gone back and forth so far tonight, Harry. You think this one's going to come down to who has the ball in the last possession?
I think so, Grant. We anticipated this was going to be a fire-packed game, and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Barely. Barely.
Barely. Manatee regains the lead over the Pirates, 21-20, with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second quarter.
Go ahead.
Manatee comes down after scoring 21-20. Close game here at the River, and looks like the kicker's just going to boot it again into the end zone, and Braden River's just going to start again at the 25. All right, here comes the snap by Gag to Brian Batty, and he will gain nowhere. And that will bring another 2nd and 10 for the Pirates. Back at their own 20. Here's the snap by Gag. Keeps it himself. Looking for knowledge down the field. Almost has it. He stopped literally in his tracks and just went right through his hands, Grant.
Yeah, that would have been an acrobatic catch made there by Knowledge McDaniel if he was going to able to haul that one in. Wow. But, yeah, it looked like they were trying to go for a back shoulder throw there to Knowledge. And just a little bit of an inaccurate ball there from Gag. He's been fairly accurate tonight. He had a little bit of some slip-ups in the Clearwater game and the Trinity game, but so far tonight, minus that pick, he's been looked pretty sharp.
All right, here comes the snap by Gag. Keeps it himself, rolls out right. Has number 5, Clyde Townsend out, and he will gain that first down, Grant.
Yeah, he's going to sit right on it. Yeah, good little just a boot, little play-action boot play roll out there for Gag. One of the quarterback's favorite play, a little roll out.
And that will give Braden River a fresh new set of downs, trying to drive with only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half.
And Braden River again looking to take the lead here as Gag gets another audible in from Coach Sanders.
1st and 10 now for the Pirates. Here's a snap by Gag. Keeps to himself. Rolls left. Keeps it. Mobile quarterback now. And looks like he will be taken down. Maybe a gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, Gag maybe learning something from his buddy Brian there with a nice little cut to the inside. Was able to maneuver around that offender for a solid little gain of yards there on a broken down play.
And that will bring up a 2nd and 5 now for the Pirates.
Got a great crowd on hand tonight. Both the Manatee faithful and the Pirate faithful showed up in great numbers tonight. That's Batty with another carry.
Batty has some
Good
room.
move.
Still on his feet.
Oh,
and
he's
he
gone.
Is heading down the races. Call the casino. Get the money in the bank. That's going to be a Braden River touchdown, fellas.
What a run by Brian Batty from the stiff arm in the backfield. Looking like Julio last night if you guys watched the Falcons game.
And Braden River
run.
once again recaptures the lead over the Hurricanes.
So another touchdown so far tonight, Harry. I think the
25-20, pending the extra point by Brett Toma. Another great run by Brian Batty. We've seen that all this year from Brian.
Yeah, Brian has a knack for those big chunk plays, and we definitely saw one right there. As Brian's going to take a seat on the bench, give him a little bit of a break after that long run.
The kick is up and the kick is good. Braden River once again recaptures the lead from the Hurricanes. Leads 26-20. Welcome back to Braden River, folks. Harry Lavisa alongside Grand Island for Pirate Nation Sports Network. Braden River once again recaptures the lead from the Hurricanes. Lead now 27-21 with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Brett Toma lining up now to kick it away to the Hurricanes. Lines up now, the kick is up, and looks like it will be fielded at about the 15. And that's where Manatee is going to think. But great play there by Quinn McNulty, number 17 for Braden River.
And Quinn is down. And Anthony.
And his helmet, and Quinn's helmet came right off.
Yeah, that's not good. He's in a lot of pain.
And we are going to take a quick break here with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. This is Pirate Nation Sport Network. Quinn McNulty walking to the sideline now, assisted by our excellent trainer here at the River, Anthony. And once again, here comes the Manatee offense, led by Anthony Squitieri. Anthony Squitieri, and running back Napoleon Harris trying to do a 2-minute drill, a 3-minute drill for the Hurricanes. Here's a snap by Squitieri, keeps it himself. It looks like here comes the blitz. Taylor Palapowski came out like a truck, plowed him over.
Yeah, Taylor Palakowski is making some great plays.
Another great play there by Taylor Palapowski. And that will back.
Yeah, I feel bad for one of those Hurricane linemen. Taylor Palakowski is a force to block, and he's shown some great athleticism in all 3 games we've had so far this season.
Has a few Division I schools looking at him for the next level of football for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some more here in the near future.
And
we got a deep
heaves
shot.
It down the field, and Lugo almost intercepted by John Lugo.
Had John Lugo put himself in an excellent position to come up and make a pick on that one, but I think he kind of had one foot in the ground there, one in the air, and I think kind of threw off his timing.
And that will bring up a 3rd and 11 now for the Hurricanes. Squitieri lines up, comes up to the line now.
A big 3rd and 1 here.
Squitieri ready for it. Here's the snap by Squitieri, keeps it himself, looking for him, and he has some running room. And he breaks a couple tackles, and he will be tossed out of bounds. He'll be walking out of bounds at about the 41.
Yeah, looked like Mikey Gagnon there was able to force him out of bounds.
Good play there by Mikey. And that will move the chains now for the Hurricanes. So I can tell him. All right, first. All right, let's go. Squitieri now on fresh new set of downs for the Hurricanes. Here's the snap by Quinteri, keeps it himself.
Blocked.
And blocked. What a play by number 31 for Braden River.
Yeah, Andrew there with a nice pass defense. Andrew Boise there looking like one of my favorite players to watch in the NFL. J.J. Watt, happy to have him back for the Houston Texans this year.
Surprised you weren't going to say Khalil Mack on that.
Man, let me tell you about Khalil Mack.
Chicago Bear for you.
Yeah, the Mack Daddy. Happy to have him in Chicago. Be looking forward to him chasing around that guy number 12 on the green and yellow team, Sunday Night Football.
And here comes the 2nd and 10 now for the Hurricanes. Squitieri keeps it once again. Here comes the blitz by the Pirates, shaking out, and he's going to take it on the run now. We'll get the first down for the Hurricanes. Anthony Squitieri on a good quarterback run.
And we've seen a lot of quarterback scrambles so far tonight. We've seen a lot of good coverage on both sides, and that's allowed some open running lanes for the QBs, and they've taken advantage of them tonight to their credit.
And that's going to give, and we have a flag on the play.
And we got a personal foul on the Braden River defense. And that is going to move them 15 yards closer to the end zone. Wow, a big penalty there.
And that will give Manatee a good set at the red zone now.
That's a huge penalty there for Braden River and for Manatee. And here comes Manatee again with a 4 wide receiver set.
Here's a snap by Squitieri. He goes it down for Fordham. It looks like he will just overthrow it. Incomplete. That will bring up a 2nd down now.
Yeah, good coverage again there by John Lugo.
That will bring up now a 2nd down now for the Hurricanes with 2 minutes left. Now, Grant, this is going to be a quick trying to do a red zone opportunity now for the Hurricanes. Squitieri, he's had a good night tonight. 2 touchdowns for himself. Here's the snap by Squitieri. Oh, fumble on the play. Looks like Braden River jumped on it. Harris fumbled the ball. And looks like number 90.
Looked like Jack Ward able to recover that one.
Maybe Jack Ward on the recovery.
And he looks to be a little shaken up on the play. walking gingerly to the sideline, but a great heads-up play by Jack Ward to recover that fumble.
And Braden River will take over for the Pirates. Good heads-up play there by the Braden River defense.
Yeah, an interesting-looking fumble there. Didn't look like too many people hit.
And now we see the Braden River offense back onto the field. Brian Gadd going to try his own 2-minute drill from his own 20-yard line. Here's a snap by Gag. Keeps it himself. Goes to Knowledge. Isolated. And just in and out through the hands of Knowledge McDaniel.
That would have been in a crazy catch if Knowledge was able to reach back for that one. Yeah, the throw was just a little bit out of line, and he was able to try and make a play on it, but just a little bit too much behind him on the throw from Gag.
All right, and that will bring up a second down now for the Pirates.
And here we go with a 4 wide receiver set here for the Pirates. A pitch to Batty. Batty's got some room. Oh, nice move.
And he will be taken down by that Manatee defense.
Looks like a gain of about 4 on that one. It's going to bring the Pirates to about a third and about
4 now for the Pirates.
And Gag here in an empty set for nope, excuse me, sorry, I didn't see Batty behind him. So another 4 wide receiver set here, and the handoff to Batty, and Batty's got nowhere to go.
And he is going to be taken down for a loss of yards there, and that will bring up a crucial 3rd down for the Pirates. And it looks like a timeout called by the Pirates with 1 minute left here in this first half. One minute left here in the first half for the Pirates. The Pirates are going to go for it on 4th down, and they're going to punt it. And they're going to punt it now.
Very well,
to about
very
the
good
40.
kick.
By
He
fumbles the ball.
Oh,
the
he got
fumble.
it.
And Manatee is going to take over at about the 37-yard line. And the Manatee offense will come back out now to start their own 1 minute clock time here. So Quinteri has it, gives it to Fordham. And Fordham still on his feet, and he will be brought down. And still on his feet, and he will be given a 1st down. Great heads-up play there by Fordham to stay on his feet.
Yeah, Fordham showing some impressive strength there for a wide receiver. Able to make about 4 guys miss on that one. They all had a good shot at him. Looked like John Luco, tried to strip the ball out from his hands, but he was able to stay up, but he was forced out of bounds. So here we are now with 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes, as it was good for him to step out of bounds as the clock stops now with 40.5 seconds left in the 2nd quarter of action.
1st and 10 now for the Hurricanes at midfield. Braden River, the clock's at 40 seconds. Squinteri motioning for his receivers. Here's the snap by Squinteri, keeps it himself. Here comes the blitz by the Pirates, and he will be taken down by number 22 for the Pirates, Tyler Novice.
Yeah, Tyler Novice had an impressive game against Jacksonville a couple weeks back, and I think that's his first tackle of the night. A good play there made by the senior linebacker.
Manatee has called their final timeout with 30 seconds left in the second quarter. .30 seconds now left here in the second quarter. Here's the snap, and fumbles the snap, but keeps it up. And here comes the blitz, and it is blocked. But
wow, what a
Wortham
catch.
still manages to corral it.
Yeah, Fordham, nice one-handed snag there. And again, they were able to get out of bounds. The Hurricanes with no timeouts left in this first half. And 24 seconds to work with, and about 35 yards to go to the end zone. So they might have an opportunity for a field goal here, or with a big play that might be able to get into the end zone, but the Braden River defense has other plans.
Here, ready for the snap on the first down attempt. Here's the snap by Squinteri.
Yeah, look at that false start.
Dead.
Yeah, it looked like a false start on one of the wide receivers on the left side. Yep, and that is indeed what the ref will be calling here, and that'll back them up to the 40.
Back the Hurricanes up. And we have a score update from around the Sun Coast. Venice is leading over Charlotte, 7-0 still in the first quarter. Riverview leads over Palmetto, 21-14 in the second quarter. Southeast leads over Lakewood Ranch, 7-3. And Sarasota and Booker are still 0-0 apiece in the second quarter. 24 seconds left now in the second quarter. Manatee trying to do it on a first and 15. On the 40. Here's a snap by Squinteri. Keeps it himself. Goes for the end zone. It will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one never had a chance of being caught, to be quite honest. That one looked way out of bounds from just about the start.
And 18 seconds now on the clock. Second and 15 for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, look for Manatee to take another deep shot here into the end zone, and here comes Squinteri out in the empty set.
Squinteri ready for it. Here's a snap. Looks for a receiver. The blitz coming by the Pirates, and gets away from it, still on his feet, and will be brought down. And that's just going to let the clock roll down to double zeros. We are going to head into the halftime locker rooms. Braden River 27, Manatee 21. Grant, I'm anticipating we're going to be seeing a fire-packed game here in the second half.
Yeah, we've already had a lot of offense so far in this first half, and we'll see if that trend will continue into the second half.
Well, Grant, what is your big key for the first half that you saw from the Pirates on offense?
Yeah, some big plays. Of course, on the first drive, Denage McDaniel on the fade route deep down the sideline, and then Brian Betty with a very long run for the touchdown after a nice stiff arm he delivered past behind the line of scrimmage.
And once again, we are at halftime. We're anticipating a great game now in the second half here at Braden River High School.
We got to get up. Baseball tryouts.
Drum majors, Marshall Mack, Penelope Feld, and Joshua Helberg. Is your band ready? You may take the field and performance.
Welcome back to Braden River, folks. Harry Louisa alongside Grand Island for Pirate Nation Sports Network. We are almost ready to start the second half of play here. Grant, what was your big takeaway from the first half that we saw?
We saw a lot of offense from both teams. Not a lot of defense being played so far. Kind of like, as I like to call it, a Big 12 football game. But, yeah, we've seen some big plays from Brian Batty and Knowledge McDaniel, as well as some other players. Brian Gaggs had a few nice quarterback runs here. So, yeah, we'll be looking for maybe for the defenses to possibly take over in the second half. We are about to find out.
All right, folks, and here comes Toma to kick on the start second half here at Braden River High School. And looks like number one, Keon Wortham.
Oh,
he hurdles the man, then fumbles the ball. And looks like there's a flag on the play. Braden River, well, seems like they have it, but wait a minute, there is a flag on the play.
I think Manatee did end up recovering that fumble. Interesting to see what the flag is going to be.
Waiting on the call here by the officials.
Good to see they called that one a fumble after last week.
Yes.
In a similar play that they didn't call a fumble. Still unsure about that. And now the referees are having a very intense, deep conversation about this flag.
Still deciding it.
They're picking up the flag. Okay, they're picking up the flag.
They're going to pick up the flag.
Still an impressive show of athleticism there from Fordham. Able to hurdle right over him, but was not able to hang on to the ball. But fortunately for Manatee, they were able to recover. So they will start their drive right at midfield.
All right, folks, here comes a 1st and 10 now for the Hurricanes at midfield for their first drive of the night. Here comes Anthony, and he will be tossed out of bounds by a receiver. Looks like number 11, Wes Coleman, on for the reception.
Look at that wide receiver.
Squitieri on a good there, the Coleman, for a gain of about maybe 4 yards. 2nd and 7 now for the Hurricane.
A pitch.
And a pitch now
he's got some room.
Harris. And Harris has some running room. And he will be brought down past the first down line.
Yeah, it looked like Noah Font was able to bring him down there. A giant gap for Harris to go through that time off of that pitch. Braden River did not have a lot of defenders on that side of the field, and that allowed Harris to have a multitude of open space to work with, and he was able to take that one almost to the 30.
Here's a snap by Squinteri, keeps it himself. Here comes the blitz by Jack Ward. He gets it off the Coleman, but Coleman will gain about maybe 7 yards on the play. Will be a 2nd and short now.
A good play there by Squitieri to keep his eyes downfield and find his open man. The Braden River defense was right on his heels in that one. And
here comes Squitieri lining up his offense here on a 2nd and 5. Squitieri ready for it. Here's a snap by low snap by Squinteri, gets it off to number 1, Keon Forum, and he will be brought down for maybe a gain of 1. Also, we have an injury update. Number 11 for Braden River, Quinn McNulty, is officially ruled out of this game with a concussion. So we wish Quinn some speedy recovery to get back onto the field for next week.
yeah, I'm no doctor, but that was my initial diagnosis as well. It looked like he got rammed in the head in that one, and Simmons is sitting down there on the sideline talking to Anthony as we speak, and has now gotten up in street clothes, will not be participating in this rest of this contest.
All right, folks, here's a snap by Squinteri. Gives it to Harris. Harris has up the field and maybe a gain of maybe 3, and that will bring up 4th down now for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes offense looks like they're going to stay out onto the field.
And here we go with a big 4th and 5 here at the early part of this 3rd quarter.
Still in the huddle. Here comes the Hurricanes now to the line.
We got a timeout by Manatee.
Timeout now called by Manatee. This is a big 4th down call. 4th down play here, Grant.
Yeah, Manatee is looking to tie this ball game and possibly take the lead if they were able to get in and convert the extra point. 4th downs are always crucial turning points in this game, and actually it looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit onto the field now.
Big turn of events here for Manatee, and this will be about a 35-yard attempt.
I think it's going to be about a 41-yard attempt. Let's see. We'll see where the kicker lines up here. It's going to be set right on the 31, so indeed a 41-yard field goal here for number 13, Nicholas Bigelow. And the referees have
41-yard field goal for the Hurricanes. to cut the lead to a 3-point game. Ready on the kick. Braden River defense ready for it. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Big kick there by Manatee will put them 25-27.
What the heck?
24-27, sorry about the correction. Braden River leads over Manatee, and Manatee will kick it off to Clyde Townsend and Jermaine Kurtz waiting on the kick. And the kick is up, another booming kick, and Clyde's just gonna watch it sail right over his head for a touchback.
Okay, the Pirate offense back out onto the field for their first drive for the second half. And here comes with a handoff to Batty, makes a defender miss, tries a reverse field.
And looks like he is gonna gain, maybe, and he's still on his feet.
Oh my goodness.
A little Barry
Oh.
Sanders-esque, and looks like he will be brought down for maybe a loss of about 5.
Wow, Batty trying to make something out of nothing there. Still,
Give Batty some credit there. He tried.
yeah, he tried his best. Still some great moves we've seen from Batty so far tonight. And that was another display of those right there.
Here comes Gag. Ready for it. Has Brian in the backfield.
And Gag looks like he is changing the play, changing his calls with his offensive lineman.
Gag ready for it. Here's the snap by Gag. Keeps it himself. Looks for it. And has Robbie Gerker.
Oh, good move.
And good move there by Robbie. And he will be brought down. He looks like he's going to be just short of the first down line.
Yeah, Robbie with a nice catch and some nice stutter moves to cap it off. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short here for Braden River.
3rd and about 2 for the Pirates. Trying to make a 3rd down conversion happen.
And here we go with another trips formation to the left. I'd expect probably this might be an inside zone to Brady, and
Here's
there it
the
is.
Snap gives it to Batty. Batty heads
And
up
he
the
got
middle and looks like he is going to get that first down pretty easy.
Yeah, I think that was a simple call there for
And
the
that will
Pirates.
be a Pirate first down. We'll put Braden River at about the 33-yard line.
Okay, here we go. Gag looks ready for it. Maybe not. Another audible.
Waiting on the audible call from Coach Sanders.
Again with the 4 wide receiver set, 2 wide receivers on each side.
Here's a snap by Gag. Keeps it himself. Heaves it down the field to Clyde Thompson. And Clyde Townsend has it. You know what? He's going to try. He's still on his feet, just short of the end zone.
Wow, what an effort by Clyde Townsend there to try and wrestle his way into the goal line. What a great throw and reception by Clyde Townsend.
Great play, covers his feet, and it looks like we're going to have a nice replay here. Oh, it's the band. Wow, that's a nice view of the band there. And he will have no replay. Sorry about that, folks. But 1st and goal now for the Pirates.
Okay, it looks like they're going to call him out at the 9-yard line. So he didn't get exactly as many yards as it appeared up here. But yeah, he probably did step out of bounds. He still made a great effort there from Clyde Townsend, and a beautiful throw by Gag. Put that one in a perfect position for Clyde to catch it and run with it.
All right, that will bring first and goal for the Pirates. Gag has it, keeps it. Here he comes. Gag, he's trying to barrel into the end zone and still on his feet and almost fumbles the ball.
Oh, man, that's going to be a fumble.
Unbelievable. Manatee has it. Gag looks like he fumbled it at the 1. Gag saying it's a touchdown. Manatee saying it's a touchback.
Oh, man, we're going to have a conversation here.
Gag is livid with the officials. Waiting on the official call here from the officials. From our view, it looked like
call either way.
From our view, it looked like he got in before the ball fumbled.
Yeah, it was a bang play to say, and they're gonna whistle at a touchback.
And it looks like Manatee has it.
Wow.
Brian Gag fumbled, appears to fumble at the 1. Touchback now for Manatee. A big blow for the Pirates there, and a big break there for the Hurricanes.
Wow, yeah, definitely a bang play there to say the least. Instant replay definitely would have helped determine that one.
And looks like Manatee will take it. Looks like we'll have a water break with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Braden River leads 27-24. (27-24), Braden River leads after coming off the fumble at the goal line by Brian Gag. Ready for the snap by Manatee, and he'll be taken down by number 31 for Braden River.
Andrew Boise with a nice play from his defensive line spot.
Manatee heading back to the line here on a 2nd and 12. Squitieri has Napoleon Harris next to him. Here, keeps it himself. Squitieri batted and almost intercepted by the Pirates.
Yeah, Noah Font. Oh, no. Oh, maybe not. Looks like Noah Font might have had an injury in his knee there. And looks to yeah, he's a little shaken up. He tried to make a diving effort to try and catch that one, and it looks like he's going to stay in the game, though. So
Noah Font a little shaken up, but he will stay in. Squitieri now lines his offense lined up.
He's got big number 30, Kyrie Jones, the 5'9",
Here's a snap, keeps himself blitzed by Pirates. It looks
throw.
like almost picked off again. Looked like tipped again at the line of scrimmage, Grant.
No, I don't think that one was tipped. It was just a little bit of a high ball. It was trying to go to the Napoleon Harris, but Napoleon only standing 5'7", a little bit over his head there.
Braden River comes away with, Manatee comes away with no points on the board on that drive after the turnover by Brian Gag. And it looks like the punt team will come on for Manatee, and Robbie Gerker will try it again for another punt attempt.
And the Pirates look like they're going to give this one a go at blocking it. And
It's snap and is whistled off. Flag on the play. It looks like a legal substitution on
man,
Braden
that's going
River.
to give them a first down.
And that's going to give, that will be a free 5 yards for the Hurricanes, and looks like they will still punt. And Manatee ready on the punt. Robbie Gerger waits on it. Here's the snap. High snap there on the punt, and is punted away Robbie Gerker is going to hold it, and he is going to take it. Robbie Gerker on the move, has some running room. Robbie Gerker, one man to beat, and he is still on the field, and he is brought down at the 15. Great play by Robbie Gerker.
And that is why he's been telling us he's been waiting for an opportunity to return a punt all year long. And he took advantage of it on that one, right up the middle. Got some great blocks by the special teams. And that is how you return a punt for a great starting field position here for Braden River.
We'll put Braden River at the 15. Great, once again, great return by Robbie Gerker. Once again, Brian Gagg heads his offense back onto the field. Now it's McDaniel, heads isolated on the left side. Robbie Gerker and Clyde Townsend on the right. Has Brian Batty in the backfield with him. Ready for the snap by Gagg. Gives it to Brian Batty. Still on his feet, and looks like he will gain maybe a yard on the play. Will bring up second down for the Pirates.
So here's a chance for Braden River to extend this to a 2-possession lead here for the first time tonight, if they're going to be able to execute. And they got him to jump, and there comes the flag.
Once again, another free 5 yards there for the Pirates.
And that's going to move it to second and short. And it's going to move Braden River inside the 10-yard line at about the 9. First down at about the 4.
Second down now for the Pirates. Brian Gagg ready for it. Here's the snap. Gives it to Batty. Batty has some room. It looks like he's heading for that sideline, and he will be in for a Braden River touchdown. His second one of the night. Ties Knowledge with 2. Braden River extends their lead over Manatee.
And you're not going to see it again, but a great block on the outside by wide receiver Clyde Townsend. He got the seal block on the edge. That allowed Brian to get to that edge. And Brian, again, with another walk-in touchdown.
Lining up now for the extra point. Brett Toma. He had one kick blocked tonight to extend this Braden River lead. And
another flag
is up and in. But wait a minute, there is a flag.
It's going to be another running into the kicker. That's what I saw. See if the ref agrees with me.
Waiting on the call from the officials. This looks like it may be on Braden River. It looks like on Braden River. Braden River's gonna kick it up again.
Okay, so it's holding on Braden River, so that's gonna make this extra point a little bit tougher here for Toma. But I think he's got plenty of leg to be able to knock this one through. It's gonna be about a 33-yard extra point, excuse me.
No, I saw Brett Toma practicing kicks before the second half, and he was spot on. All right, he is going to try it from a little distance now. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just made it. Brett Toma extends the Pirate lead over Manatee. 34-24.
All right, here's the kick by Toma. A pooch kick here. It's going to go 10 yards, out of bounds. And that's going to be an illegal procedure on Brett Toma, and that's going to put the ball on the 40-yard line, I do believe.
Waiting on the official call from the officials. Manatee offense is still out on the field. It looks like the officials determine the spot. And looks like it'll be at about the 45-yard line now for the Hurricanes. We'll start at midfield after the penalty.
So yeah, it looks like the officials gave them about the spot of the ball where it went out. Okay.
It looks like they will be at the 50 now.
So we had a good stop here for the Pirate defense in the last drive. We'll see if they can replicate that one here. Low snap.
Low snap by, heaves it downfield. Incomplete, intended for number 18.
Looked like number 10.
Number 10 for the Hurricanes, Irons Jackson.
And yeah, it looked like a Pirate on the coverage made some great play on the ball there, knocked that one away. And the Pirates have made some really clean, good plays on the ball so far tonight to break up passes. It's about the fourth or fifth one I've counted so far.
That'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Hurricanes at the 50. Guattari has it, gives it to Harris, and Harris has some room. Still on his feet at the 20, the 10. And looks like he be dropped out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Napoleon Harris having a game tonight for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think that was Tyson Phelps actually on that carry there. Looked like number 25. Yeah, that was Phelps that checked into the game there.
1st and 10 now for the Hurricanes.
And yeah, Phelps again.
1st and goal now for the Hurricanes. Here's a snap by Guattari. Rolls to his right. Here comes the Braden River defense on him. It looks like Taylor Papa. Ball came out. It looks like Braden River has it. Jack Ward fell on it. It looks like it will be a Pirate ball.
Another fumble recovery for Jack Ward tonight, and the coaching staff is actually fired up about that one. Coach Bradley is over there showing off the vertical.
Jack Ward on the fumble recovery will put Braden River at about the 20.
A huge play there on the rollout by Squattari. Just kind of got careless with the ball, was looking for a lane to throw with, and Pelikowski tried to go for the strip and was successful.
And that will bring the Braden River offense back out onto the field now. Brian Gagg ready for it. Has Batty in the backfield. Keeps it himself.
Looking for Knowledge.
Here comes the blitz. Has Knowledge. Looking for Knowledge. Double coverage. And incomplete.
Yeah, just tried to give Knowledge a chance to make a play there. And Knowledge went up and tried to get it, but the safety, looked like number 7, Frank Waiters, made a good play from his free safety spot to come break on the ball and make that attempted to catch a little bit tougher for Knowledge, causing him to be unable to come up with it.
Second and 10 now for the Pirates. It looks like Gagg trying to do the audible call once again.
And Batty up the middle.
Here's a snap. Batty up the middle. It looks like he'll gain maybe three yards on the play. That will bring up 3rd down now for the Pirates.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Sanders and Coach Bradley will call here on this 3rd down and about 7. And
Gag ready for it on a 3rd and 7.
he's got 3 wide receivers, 2 on his left.
Here's
on
a
the
snap.
right.
Gag keeps it. Looking for Knowledge. Has now. Oh, it looks like Knowledge it popped right out.
Yeah, Knowledge again with the 2nd drop of the night. That's very rare from Knowledge. We don't really see him drop many passes, but like we said, it's got to be an emotional game for him tonight, and still trying to keep those in check. It's definitely excusable with the circumstances he's had going on recently.
Punt team's gonna come on now for the Pirates. Jonathan Munivez on now the punt for the Pirates. Out deep for the Hurricanes.
And here's the punt by Munivez.
The kick is up and a good punt. Looks like number 10 for Manatee's just gonna watch it roll, and it will be brought down at about the 29-yard line. That's where Manatee will come back out to start their drive here with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go with the Hurricanes, excuse me. Back in the butt. Oh, low snap. Handed off to Napoleon Phillips, and he had nowhere to go on that one. Tried to maneuver his blockers. Good job up front by that Braden River defensive line. Looked like number 55, the big nose tackle, Michael Haynes, was the one who was able to apply some gap containment right there. And now it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13 for Manatee. Again, they come out in the same formation. A bunch of wide receivers on Squateri's right. And 1 wide receiver isolated against John Lugo on the left side. Squateri looks, fires, and a good catch made by number 10, Iron Jackson.
Jackson with looks like that will bring up 3rd down now for the Hurricanes.
And it's going to be about a 3rd and 11, so another 3rd and long here for Manatee, and they're in danger of another 3 and out.
Now, Grant, what are you expecting from Manatee on this play?
They've ran a lot of hitch and curl routes so far tonight, so I'd expect maybe one of those on the outside. Let's see, you got number 24, Tyreek Allen, isolated on Squateri's right. Let's see if he runs that route.
Here's a snap by Squateri. Heaves it down to the field, and great play there by number 10 for Braden River. Dylan Goodman on the great defensive play there by the Pirates, and that will bring back the punt team now for the Pirates. And Robbie Gerker, after that explosive return he had, is once again in the backfield for the Pirates.
And you got to think that Manatee will be hesitant to kick to him after that last punt return. Expect maybe a rugby-style punt, and we got a timeout or clock malfunction possibly, and a timeout on for Braden River here.
Timeout called by Braden River with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. This is Pirate Nation Sports Network.
All right, here we go. 4th and 1 now for Manatee. And Robbie Gerker back deep, see if he can return another punt. And we got number 24 in motion for Manatee. We'll see if they punt this one. And a little bit of trouble with it. And a high kick. It's going to roll out of bounds. Actually, just short out of bounds. It'll be down at about the 37-yard line. So that's Will Gag, and the Braden River offense will take it.
With 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter, Braden River leads 34-24.
Punt down at the Pirates' 38-yard line.
Brian Gagg and his offense has it back out onto the field now. He ready for the snap. Gives it to Brian. Brian, a little move there, and looks like the defense is still on its feet, and he will be brought down for maybe a gain of 1 there on the play. And that will bring up second down now for the Pirates.
So 2nd and 8 here for Braden River as the clock bleeds down towards the end of the third quarter. Now under a minute.
Get ready for the snap. Gagg, ready for it. Keeps it himself. Looking down the field. It looks like he's going to run it again, and he will be taken down by that defense for Manatee.
Yeah, some big hits that Gagg took on that one. Got a hit from a couple different angles, actually. But
and that will bring up third down now. 3rd and 8 for Braden River.
yeah, this is probably going to be the last play of the third quarter here for Braden River.
Brian Gagg has Brian Batty in the backfield with him. Has Knowledge isolated on the left side. Getting the audible call from Coach Sanders.
And we are now under 10 seconds left. We'll see if they can get this one off. Another audible.
And it looks like they are just going to let the clock run down. And the clock will just run out. Braden River leads Manatee High School 34-24. We head into the fourth quarter, Grant. Grant, what are you expecting for the fourth quarter?
Well, I expect Braden River to come now into a ball control offense. Probably won't see too many shots down the field. Now they got a 2-possession lead. They're trying ground and pound with the star running back, Brian Betty, who's had another amazing game, 2 touchdowns tonight. And yeah, definitely gonna try and see them bleed this clock out against a very solid Manatee team.
We will take a quick break and watch the fourth quarter action here at Braden River High School. Welcome back to Braden River, folks. Harry Leviso alongside Grant Allen for Pirate Nation Sports Network. Braden River on a 3rd and 8 at the 37. Here's the snap by Gagg. Keeps it. Looking down the field. Has Gerker, and he will be big hit out of bounds by Robbie.
Yeah, I think he might
get
be
the
just
first
short.
down.
Let's see. Are they gonna give it to him? It's gonna be close.
Waiting on the official call here.
And it's gonna be very, very close.
And it looks like they're gonna they're still taking a look at it.
I think they're gonna spot it just short.
And it looks like he's gonna be just short.
Yeah, barely.
Will be a 4th and inches now for the Pirates. Brian Gagg still out onto the field. Big 4th down. Mandy Crowd getting into it. Getting the audible play from Coach Sanders.
Let's see if they might try and draw him off sides here with the hard count. It's worked a couple times
Ready
tonight.
for the snap. Here's the snap. Gives it to Brian. And he is in there for a first down for the Pirates.
Or just give it to Brian and let him get the first down. You know, whatever works. Brian, again, having an impressive game, and he's definitely been the leader of this Braden River offense so far to start out through game number 3 of this season.
He already has 2 touchdowns tonight. First fresh new set of downs now for the Pirates. The Gag ready for it. In the shotgun, keeps it, pitches to Brian. And looks like he is still on his feet, and he will get a gain of maybe 3 yards on the play. Will bring up second down now for the Pirates.
And it's a nice little pitch play again there to Brian. Again, keeping that clock moving as we're about to roll into the 11-minute mark. Seen a lot of runs here in succession from Braden River, which is kind of expected due to their circumstances. We'll see if that continues, or they might want to take a shot down the field.
Second and 9
McDaniel
now.
is isolated.
Gag ready for it. Here's the snap. Throws it to Knowledge. Knowledge just goes right through his hands. Will be an incompletion.
Yeah, looked like it just went right through Knowledge's hands. A pretty good throw there from Gag. But that one, I don't think Knowledge was quite ready for or quite tracked it the way he wanted to.
And that will bring up a 3rd and 9 now for the Pirates at the 47. Gag. Oh, looks trying to get a flag there, and looks like he'll get it. That will be a free 5 yards for the Pirates.
That's going to move it to a 3rd and 4 for Braden River. So now the playbook is opened up here on a 3rd and 4. Running the ball is still an option here, especially with Manatee carrying the rock. He's been getting a lot of big gains all night and is probably a sure bet for at least a couple here.
Here's a snap by Gag. Gives it to Batty. Batty has some room. Know what, folks? Put the casino in the bag. That's the Braden River touchdown.
And Batty just explodes right up the middle, and that was literally all caused by the offsides by Manatee. I don't think Coach Sanders would have called that play had it been a 3rd and 9. It's possible, but it's a lot less likely, and that is why coaches preach that penalties are killers.
Braden River extends their lead over the Hurricanes on the great run there by Brian Batty. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night. And Brett Toma on now for the extra point.
And just for some clarification, 10 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game, not 36, as you might be seeing on your screen. We apologize for those technical difficulties. We're experimenting with the new software so far today.
And the kick is good. Braden River extends their lead over the Hurricanes with 10 minutes and 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. This is Pirate Nation Sports Network. Lining up now for the kickoff now for the Pirates. And the kick
Fair
is
catch.
away and looks like a fair catch. Mikey Gagnon around there, right by the intended receiver. And that is where Manatee will start their drive here in the 4th quarter here at Braden River High School. Squitieri now in line, ready for the Pirates. Here's a snap by Squinteri. Gives it to Harris. Harris has wide open room. Big missed coverage there by the Pirates. And he is going to keep going, and it looks like it's going to be number 30 for Manatee.
That's big. Kyrie Jones, the 225-pound freshman, looks like finally taken down there by number 22, Tyler Novice. Good pursuit from Novice, being able to take him down there.
And that will give Manatee first and goal appearance now. After the big, that looked like a big blown coverage there by the Braden River defense. They looked like they weren't even ready for it.
Yeah, they were just completely, looked to be completely thrown off guard by that run to the outside. Some great blocks up there up front by the Manatee offensive line. Allowed him to get free. And the big freshman rumbles his way down inside the 10.
Here's a snap by Squinteri. Gives it to Harris, and Harris will bang up the field for maybe 2 yards.
Okay, here we go with a second and goal, from the 9-yard line.
Squinteri ready, has his offensive lineman ready. He's out. Squinteri ready for it. Here's a snap, keeps it, looks for
he's
it,
got him wide
and
open.
has it wide open. Number 10 for Iron Jackson with the touchdown. Manatee inching their way closer back to that Braden River lead.
And that's still just was a nice little simple slant pattern there, coming in the inside breaking route. Beats man coverage with a pretty good succession if your wide receiver is good at running routes. Jackson was able to make a nice little cut to the inside. Squinteri found him, and that is a touchdown for Manatee.
Kicking teams on now for the Hurricanes. Little substitution there from the Hurricanes. Waiting on the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, wait a minute, folks. There is a flag on the play.
And not quite sure what this one is. It might be offsides on Braden River.
Waiting on the official call.
It looked like John Lugo tried to get a little bit of a jump there. I think he timed it pretty well, but we'll see what the official call is here shortly.
And it looks like it will be enforced. Looks like.
I think we got a re-kick, do we?
And it looks
We
like
do have a
here
re-kick,
here comes the Hurricanes. Looks like they ran all the way to their bench, and looks like they're going to have to come out and re-kick it again.
Yeah, they obviously did not think it was on them, as the entire special team staff just went to the sideline without a regard.
It looks like we're going to kick it again.
Now they got to burn some calories, run back onto the field. Wouldn't hurt them.
And it looks like they're trying to line up for their kick now.
Flag on the Hurricanes. Point after attempt will be
And Axel Lepreveau will try again for another extra point. This time, about 25-yarder.
Low snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Manatee
Is now down 10.
with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Braden River, folks. Here, Lavisa alongside Grand Island, Manatee 31, Braden River 34. We got a 10-point game here at Braden River. And it looks like here comes the kick by Manatee, and it's going to be right there. It looks like Clyde Townsend's going to get it, and he's going to return it. And here comes Clyde Townsend. Flag immediately on the play. Clyde Townsend has some flags all over the place.
Oh, boy.
It looks like Clyde's going to be taken down at about the 45. But there's flags all over the place. So this one,
I count 4.
this one's coming back.
I would assume one of them have to be on us. I would assume.
I would assume too.
And we got a block in the back on Braden River. Let's see about the other 3. And looks like they all called the same thing. Okay. That's going to back Braden River up, and they will start their drive at their own 10. So with 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Pirate offense will come back out on the field, looking to try to bleed this one down after Manatee scored a touchdown to put it within 10 points. And Gag back out onto the field. Batty to his left.
Gag ready for it. Here's a snap by Gag. Gives it to Batty. Batty goes around the corner, still on his feet. It looks like he'll be brought down just at the first down line. It looks like they're going to give him the first down. Great run there by Brian Batty.
Again, Batty loves bouncing it to the outside, and that's what he did there. Then once he got around the edge, cut it back in once he saw the middle linebacker. A great nifty move to give the Pirates a new set of downs and keep the clock rolling.
Gag ready for it. Here's a snap by Gag. Gives it to Batty again. Batty has
he
some room,
fumbled.
and he fumbled again.
Oh, I think it.
It looks like
oh,
Manatee
Mickey.
recovers again. Big break there for Manatee.
Oh, yeah. That's
Fumbling. That's Braden River's third fumble of the night.
Yeah, it looked like he just got popped, and the ball just popped right out of his hands, and that's going to put Manatee right back in this game. And they're going to have a very short field to work with here, down 10.
And it looks like another Braden River fumble puts Manatee in the driver's seat. They get back within 3. In good field position.
Let's see what Squateri and the rest of the Hurricane offense can do here in this opportunity.
Quinteri ready for it. Here's the snap. Keeps it. Looks for a receiver downfield. Has number 10. And looks like
Good
incomplete.
play.
Number 13, John Lugos with the great defense there.
Yeah, John Lugo with another pass breakup tonight. Just an amazing play. Got his hand right in there without interfering. John Lugo's had a spectacular senior year so far.
And that will bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Hurricanes. Quinteri needs a touchdown to get back within 3. Ready for the snap. Gives it to Harris. Harris still on his feet. And he will be brought down out of bounds by the Pirates for a gain of only 2. Will bring up 3rd down now for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, John Lugo again coming up and making a tackle and run defense and pass defense. John Lugo is doing it all here tonight. And a huge 3rd down and 9 here for Manatee if they're trying to get back into this game.
Braden River fans are getting into it here at Pirate Stadium. Here, Manatee out of the huddle.
Trips to the right here for Squateri.
Quinteri has it, keeps it. Here comes the blitz by Pirates. Number 30 for Braden River chasing him. And he is going to take it, and looks like he is going to run. Looks like he's going to be
Just
short of the line.
So it's going to be an interesting call here. 4th and about a half inch here for Manatee, if they kick the field goal, they will be within a touchdown.
Once again, scores around the Sun Coast. Venice leads over Charlotte 28-7 at halftime. Riverview and Palmetto. Palmetto leads 35-27. Southeast destroyed Lakewood Ranch 40-3, and Booker is beating Sarasota 30-13. Here's a snap by Quinn.
Oh, a QB draw.
It looks like he's gonna get it, and he's
he
gonna
got
get
popped.
that first down for Manatee.
A good play call there by the Manatee coaching staff. Quarterback draw was very effective, although he did take a big hit. Looked like Tyler Novice, senior linebacker, got in there and laid the boom on Squateri, but he was able to get up and pick up the first down as Manatee moves closer to the red zone.
Manatee gets a fresh new set of downs now. Quintero. Squinteri having a nice night here for the Hurricanes. First and 10 now at the 25. Here's the snap. Quinteri keeps it. Goes for number 10 in the end zone and almost intercepted again by John Lugos.
John Lugo again, they keep trying to test him deep in one-on-one coverage, and John Lugo is breaking up everything that's coming in his way. Another great play there by John Lugo.
Broken up by number 13, John Lugo de Jesus.
And that will bring up a second and 10 now for the Hurricanes.
And the clock now within 7 minutes to go in this game.
Quinteri ready for it. Here's the snap. Keeps it. Rolls right. Here comes the blitz by the Pirates. Goes and overthrows his intended receiver, and that will be incomplete. We'll bring up third down now.
Yeah, a little bit too high there, rolling out to his right, trying to make a play there. Looked like Wes Goodman was his intended target. Wes Coleman, excuse me, was his target there. But a little bit too high for Wes there, and it's going to bring up another third down and long.
Third and long for the Hurricanes.
Here we go with third and 10 at a crucial time in this game. And before that, Manatee is going to call for a timeout.
Manatee takes a timeout with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Braden River leads by 10.
Captain Annabelle Henson, Captain Paul Martel, Captain Gabby Trier, Hillary Nunez, Ilabella Calosa, Kai Sorvin, Kristen Orty, Peyton Collins, Peyton Walter, Stephanie Infabi, Alexis Graham, Bree Myers, Isabella Hensey, Rada Townsend, Lauren Wolf, Brian Forbes, Stella Geis, Amanda Litt, Ashley Peavy, Brianna Long, Emmy Matthias, Emily Kopsky, Hannah King, and Taylor Allen.
The Hurricanes on a big third down now. Third and 10. Here's the snap by Quinteri. Keeps it. Goes to his receiver and overthrows him. And that will be a fourth down now for the Hurricanes. Grant, big decision now for the Hurricanes. Do you go for it on fourth, or you go for the field goal, which is about a 45-yard field goal?
Yeah, the decision's already been made by Manatee. They're going to kick the field goal here, which I think is a good call. The kicker, Axel Lepreveau, has a very strong leg and made that first field goal from about 41 with ease. This one's actually going to be about another 41-yarder. Wow, look at that. Actually, maybe, yeah, 41-yarder again. Okay, let's see. He made it before. See if Lepreveau can convert here and get this game in within one possession.
41-yarder. Here's the snap. Kick is up. And the kick is no good. Braden River Special Teams comes away here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
6 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the ball game. Your score: Braden River 41, Manatee 31. Attention students, now would be a great time to contact your ride. Call, text, FaceTime, tweet, instant message, send smoke signals. Use the Pony Express or the ever popular carrier pigeon. It doesn't matter how you do it, but please make contact with your ride now. Thank you. Quick local roundup. At the half, Venice 28, Charlotte 7. In the third quarter, Palmetto 35, Riverview 27. Final, Southeast 40, Lakewood Ranch 3. In the fourth quarter, Bayshore 8, Island Coast 0. And also in the fourth quarter, Booker 30, Sarasota 13.
Braden River comes back out now on a start their drive. First and 10 now for the Pirates. First and 10 now for the Pirates. Brian Gagg has it. Gives it to Brian Batty. Brian Batty has some open room. Still on his feet and has to be brought down by two Manatee Hurricane defenders, but gets the first down. We'd like to thank our 237 viewers for tuning in tonight. Breaks our record here at Pirate Nation Sports. And we'd like to thank every single one of you for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much to all of our viewers. We actually had a viewer at the game told us they were from Iowa and watched us live, and finally got to meet us in person. So we are happy to watch. We're happy that you are watching wherever you are tonight, and hope you will tune in next week as we will be here for another home game.
And once again, Knowledge McDaniel's now at running back. Crowd now getting into it now because Knowledge had a nice run there for the Pirates.
And that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 3. A nice run from Knowledge. We'll see if he carries the ball for the rest of the game. And Section E is now chanting his name, as are the Pirate parents in attendance.
People at Braden River love Knowledge.
As do we. Knowledge is a great guy, and got to root for him.
Here's the snap now for Knowledge. Brian
he's gonna get the
Brian
first.
the Knowledge, and he is going to get that first down.
And that's all I need to do there. Keep this clock moving. 10-point lead.
Coach Page now announcing the first down now from Knowledge. And with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Braden River would need another touchdown to ice this game.
And one of my favorite teachers at the river, Mr. Nelson, hyping up the Braden River crowd with the starting the We Are BR chant.
First fresh new set of downs now for the Pirates.
5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Here's the snap by Gagg.
Oh,
Gets it
snap.
to Knowledge. Knowledge still on his feet. Breaks a few defenders. A little stiff arm there, and a flag comes in immediately.
Let's see what who's that gonna be on?
Waiting on the official call here. And we have a Manatee Hurricane down. We're gonna take a quick break here with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Braden River offense coming back out onto the field.
Sideline interference on Manatee. First down for the Pirates.
Sideline interference now for Manatee. First down for Braden River. At over midfield. Here's a snap. Gives it to Knowledge. Knowledge still on his feet.
Another
Stiff arm
stiff
to
arm.
VR people. And another media flags come on the play.
Number 15, Knowledge McDaniel on the carry.
Let's see
Flags
what.
on the play.
We're not sure what the flag is. Gag is trying to get an explanation.
Coach Bradley is
as well.
beside himself at the officials
I
here.
don't know about us beside
He is
himself,
pretty
but
much
close.
He's pretty much on the field. The referees are still discussing this.
Well, he is on the field by now.
You can see him in the lower left-hand corner walking away.
Not anymore. And let's see what we got here. Call from the official is personal foul. Face mask on the defense. All right. And a personal foul face mask. So the offsetting penalties here.
Multiple penalties on the play.
So that's going to just be a replay of down.
On Manatee, holding on the Pirates. Penalties were all set.
Excuse me, holding on Braden River, not face mask. Sorry.
Still first down.
Braden River's going to
So it's going to be another replay of the first down here as the clock continues to roll. Knowledge once again in the backfield. Brian Swells, wide receiver.
Gag ready for the snap. Gives it to Knowledge. Knowledge has it right up the middle, and for maybe a gain of 4 on the play. That will bring up second down now for the Pirates.
On the carry, short gain.
Timeout called by the Pirates with 3 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Braden River offense now. Here's a snap by Gag. Gives it to Brian Betty back in the game now. And looks like he will gain maybe 4 yards on the play. Will be a 3rd and short now for the Pirates.
And clock continues to roll here. Now going to be under 3 minutes left in this game.
3rd and 4 for the Pirates.
Here's the snap by Gag. Gives it to Knowledge. Knowledge has right up the middle. Looks like it's going to be close for a first down.
And I think it's going to be just short.
Just short.
4th down and about 1.
Grant, you have 2 minutes. What would you do? Keep the offense out?
Yeah, I'm going to give this one to Knowledge and see if he can get me that yard.
Braden River players on the sideline want the fans to get into it. They're waving the Section E. Fans on Braden River are getting into it. 4th and 2 now for the Pirates.
And Gag is wanting them to quiet down.
And,
And we got a timeout.
Braden is going to have to call for a timeout. Now, once again, next week we will be home. Once again, we start our two-game road homestand tonight. We will face Palmetto, who is currently in a tough match against Riverview right now. We will give the final score before the end of the game, hopefully. Once again, the Braden River offense heads back out onto the field.
Following that timeout, 2 minutes, 1 second remaining in this fourth quarter. And you got to think this one's just going to be a gift of knowledge up the middle. Hope the line can give you a good enough push, and knowledge can give you a good enough push. And after that, we'll be home free. And here it is to knowledge
And
for
Knowledge
4th and
has
2.
up the middle, and
he's
looks like
got it.
He's going to get it. 2 minutes now. Now they can just let the clock run.
And that's going to effectively seal this ball game.
Once again, update on the Palmetto Riverview game, 35-35 apiece heading into the fourth quarter. Once again, we will face the Palmetto Tigers at home next week here on Pirate Nation Sports Network.
Hope you'll be tuning in if you're not already at the game. Great crowd on hand tonight.
Great crowd tonight. Here's a snap by Gag, gives it to Knowledge. Knowledge has up the middle, had some running room, still on his feet, and he will be brought down just short of the goal line, just at the 1 yard line. But great play there by Knowledge.
Yeah, Knowledge really wanted to score that touchdown there. It looks like we got a Manatee player shaken up. Looks like number 15, Malcolm Claremont. Senior corner was shaken up on that one. Looks like he's going to stay in the game here. And the chains.
It will be a 1st and goal now for the Pirates. Once again, a score update from the Venice Charlotte game. Venice leads 42-7 entering the fourth quarter.
Pirates going to let this one bleed down, and you got to believe. And, yep, we're just going to see a kneel down here.
Once again, 1st and goal now. Looks like Gag is going to come in and kneel this game. And this game,
Probably one more kneel before this, probably one more.
the clock will run. Braden River players on the sidelines are motioning in Section E to get loud. Braden River comes in a tough battle against the Hurricanes. 41-39. It was a dogfight all game, folks.
One.
Once again, no kneel down here from Brian Gag. Well, it looks like he will snap it and he will kneel down in this game. 25 seconds.
It's going to be the end of the game.
And looks like, and this will be our final, folks. Once again, our final here at Braden River. 41-31, a 10-point difference, and Braden River will take their record will go out to 2-1, and will face the leader of 7-8A, the Palmetto Tigers, next week at home. Once again, Harry Lavisa, Grant Allen. Grant, what was your big key for the game tonight?
Just the offense, big plays. Knowledge McDaniel, Brian Batty, Clyde Townsend with a long catch and run. Brian Gag did a good job of delivering balls in places they should have been tonight, allowing his receivers to go up and make some plays. And Brian Batty was spectacular as always, juking and cutting his way around defenders left and right, and that allowed the Pirates and the defense just did a good enough job to allow the Pirates to eke out with a 10-point win.
Well, it was nice to see Knowledge back onto the field. Once again, he will not be playing next week against Palmetto, but we will continue to keep you updated on his situation. But also, we are looking forward to next week's game. Palmetto, big district opponent. Grant, what are you expecting for the big game against Palmetto?
Yeah, Pirates have played a fairly tough schedule here to start out the season. Palmetto's going to be another tough opponent for them. But tonight was a challenge, and they were able to pass that one. We will see what Palmetto has for us next week, and we will see what we have for Palmetto.
We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Once again, Harry Lavisa for all of us here at Pirate Nation Sport Network. Harry Lavisa, Grant Allen, our guy down in the truck, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ace down the truck, our main man up on top of the box, Christopher, the main cameraman up there, and all Jazz and everybody who helped out tonight. We want to thank you all, and we want to thank we want to thank Nathan as well. We want to thank the viewers as well for tuning in, and we hope you join us next week against Palmetto. Once again, Harry Lavisa signing off for Pirate Nation Sports Network. We're here all day, every day.